What's good, people? What's good, people? Big Rich here from the Big Rich Live on the Mic radio show here on YouTube. Welcome to the Saturday night, Saturday evenings edition. Hope everybody's having a good weekend. I know I am. About to go to the movies after the show, and then maybe tomorrow, if the weather holds and we don't get another rainstorm, probably hit the beach. See what's good out there. See if I can have some good quality time with the wifey. So before we start, I want to really give my heartfelt thank you to everybody who shared the program yesterday, the What's the Real Deal program, who liked it, who viewed it, who gave the thumbs up. Yeah, I got a little backlash, but I ain't sweating that. It is what it is. You know, a lot of people, or not a lot of people, but everybody is not going to agree with every point that you have. But it was just emotional, if you will. If not really, being simpish and stuff. But I appreciate it. I really do. I appreciate it. Keep doing what we do. I got a lot of positive feedback. A lot of people say, hey, we're going to do it. We heard that Dr. Boyce Watkins was doing it. Sean King from the Daily News, he started it. I heard today from Thursday's show of Tariq Nasheed. He said he was also doing that. And it's just a snowball effect. It might not change it this time. It might not change it next time. Might not change it ever. But if you don't stand for something, you will fall for anything. So on the off the beaten path a little bit, I sure appreciate, the love that I got for that particular show. And we're going to keep doing it. Sometimes you get tired. I don't ever get discouraged. So, because you look at some of the views, like some of the movie reviews, still have, like they've been weeks, still got like 18 views or 25 views, and one got 15 views and stuff. But then I have also shows that have almost 50,000 views. So, it fluctuates. People come in and come out. Everybody's not going to like everything that you say. Everybody's not going to get down with everything that you say. I understand with the movie reviews. I'm really new at that. So, I'm learning to do it. But I enjoy going to movies, and I've had enough positive feedback to continue that show. Because remember, I think it was about a month ago, I was saying that I didn't know if I was going to continue the show, but you guys really made me feel like, hey, we like it, bump everybody else, we like it, keep doing it. So I'm going to keep doing it until, the overwhelming majority of people tell me, hell no, they don't want to deal with it. So today I decided to just make this a true Q&A. I have hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of questions, and I don't really want to bore you guys with hundreds and hundreds of questions, because I get long with it. Sometimes I go off on a tangent and stuff like that, so I don't want to sit up here and bore you, but you guys have been really cool, stand up. You guys have followed me, around and held me down and stuff like that. I appreciate that. So I'm going to take like 10 questions, and then actually what I'm going to do is I'm going to go over the studio setup. I'm not going to take the cameras and stuff down to show you. It's just the way I got my cameras set up. I have them all on the dummy batteries that's hooked into the wall, so I can do continuous videos in lieu of always having to change the batteries. And now I save the batteries when we go out on location and we doing my photography. So that's why it's just really hard for me to do that. So I don't know. I'll probably figure it out to maybe what I'll take the Sony 5100, the A5100 I have, and maybe I might just on my own come back and film, this side of the camera and stuff like that, and then narrate it so you guys can really see it, because it's kind of dope. You know what I'm saying? I've seen other studios, and for home studios, my studio's kind of dope. You know what I'm saying? Now, the only negative thing about this is that when I had downloaded and like copy and pasted all of the questions, I deleted them thinking that I had the people's name and stuff like that. So I apologize. I don't have the names or the at names, you know, from Twitter or stuff like that. I don't even know which one if, these questions are from, Twitter or email or whatever. So you got to forgive me. If it's your question, then put it down at the bottom of the video here in the comment section and let me know that it was your question so I can give you a proper shout out in the Hump Day show coming on Wednesday. So as you can see on the bottom, you know, the toll-free number is open. Don't ask me. I done forgot it again, and I'm sitting around here thinking, okay, I got it. It's 1-800-591-4548. That's 1-800-591-4548. 1-800-591-4548. It's open now. Go ahead and call it. Leave your comment, leave your message, your question, and I will definitely answer it for sure. And I can tell you at least 2 of these questions. I can't tell you which ones, but 2 of these questions was actually left on the voicemail with that 1-800 number. You feel me? So call us. Let us know what the deal is. Like, share, and subscribe this video. Thumbs up if you like it. Thumbs down if you don't. Hit that subscribe button right now, please. If the last thing you do before you shut off this computer and say F you, whatever, or go to the next video, hit that subscribe button for me. Show me that, you know, you ready to chop up some more game with me, whether you agree or whether you disagree. You know what I'm saying? I mean, because again, I always say I don't know everything. And I look for you guys and gals to let me know if what I'm saying rings true or is full of shit. You know what I'm saying? That's just where I'm at. So hit that subscribe button. I sure appreciate it. Share this to your social media platforms and help us make it do what it do. Remember, we trying to double our subscribers by the end of the summer. That's going to be kind of hard. It's going to be, you know, kind of rough, but we're going to try to do what we can. Feel me? Okay, so the first question, and you know, it just hit me. This is a question that I'm asked all the time, and I've answered this question before, but it says, are you married? And if so, how long? Yes, I am married. I am married. And if you put everything together, including the break that we took, I've been married 29 years. Okay, so I'm old. I'm old. Everybody like, oh, I'm old. I'm 49 years old. Yes, I got married when I was 21. So yes, that's what the deal is. So, you know, sorry, that's why I make sure, you know, I wear my ring. But then again, me being in the game so long, you know, that don't mean nothing, really. Not to some people. And that's a problem for weak-willed and weak-minded men like I used to be. And, you know, sometimes, you know, you always got to, you know, sit on the end of your bed, you know, with your Bible and stuff and hoping that, no, I'm just bullshitting. Anyway, yes, I'm married. So I don't know who that was. Number 2, did you think that your channel would grow this large? Actually, yes, but not so quickly. You know what I'm saying? I mean, we started out, and it's funny, you know, some people have told me I should take like the first video that I ever did down. You know, I think it had like 7 views, and that was like last year, right? And I was like, no, that helps me realize that this is not easy. It really is not. This whole YouTube thing is not easy. You know, not that is hard to get in front of the microphone and speak. In the beginning, it is. You know, if you listen and look at some of my first videos, not the ones where I did like the podcast where all you saw was the logo. That went over pretty good, you know, pretty good. But when I actually went live, if you will, like it is now, you know, there was a lot of there was a lot of stuttering and stuff like that. And you still got that. I mean, but that's just within a normal conversation. You know, that you would lose your train of thought or you forget what points you was trying to make and stuff like that. But it's not easy. And that's not what I'm talking about as far as that. What I'm talking about is everybody, or it seems like everybody's on YouTube doing what I do. You know, some been doing it for years. Some just started, and just because of a collab that they've done with somebody else, or they have name recognition, they have 10, 20, 30, 40 times the subscribership that this channel has. But I know that we've worked hard within the last 9 months to have almost 1,400, subscribers. And, I'm grateful. Are there some times where you be like, I don't know if I'm going to make it? Yeah, but it's not because of you guys or lack of you guys. What it is I'm like, am I going to ever be in a position where I could consistently put out content? Because that's what it is. Again, if you add all of our videos, we got like 112. This is like 113 videos, right? In 9 months. That's chicken feed to a lot of other people. A lot of other people. I mean, Professor Black Truth, me and him started at the same time. I didn't know of his channel back then. I didn't really feel his channel or learned of his channel until like election, just before the election. But I just now recently found out that he started his channel, the same month, like May, June, the same month of last year. And he just went over 20,000 subscribers. So, sometimes you just skyrocket, like Casey Neistat, who's had, I don't know how long he's been doing it, but he has over 7 million, and then some people have been on for years and they got 100, 200, 25, 27, that type of stuff. So we're right in the middle, I think. Yes, I did think that we was going to grow, or not think, I hoped that we would grow. And I'm reaching for the stars. Shoot, I want to get that silver button, which is a silver button is 100,000 subscribers. I want to get that. The gold button is 1 million. I mean, shoot, be greedy. If you only content with what you do and what you have now, then what's the sense of going forward? So to answer your question, yes, I did, or I hoped. Would you ever do live shows, and what happened to the chat room? Live shows is a little bit different. The reason I say that is because I've gotten a lot of feedback from you guys about the platform and how the shows differ from each other with the graphics. As you see the graphic right down here, it's blue. That's the theme. That's the theme of this show. All of my shows is like my favorite colors, but this show is like blue. That's the theme. So you have everything in blue. Big Rich Big Rich movie review is yellow. So the banner is yellow. What's the Real Deal is purple. The banner's purple. It's hard to do that now. Now I know there's some programs that have come out, but they're basically iPad based, that you could put the banners and the graphics and the pictures and all that type of stuff. But y'all look at the picture. If you guys put in my first videos to now, I'm shooting 4K. I'm shooting on a GH5 here and a G7 there. Hopefully that'll be upgraded to a GH4 within the next coming weeks. So I haven't figured that out yet. And as far as the chat room is concerned, I've said it before, same thing with the chat room and live callers. I need somebody else in here to monitor them calls. You follow what I'm saying? Because you get people with liquid courage, you get people with what I call keyboard courage, where they'll call you all out your name and threaten you and all that type of bull crap because they know you ain't gonna choke the shit out their ass because you don't know where they are. And I need somebody to screen the call. So probably at the end of the summer, towards the end of the year, I'll feel more comfortable. Maybe I can bring somebody in here on a temporary basis to run the board and stuff like that. Then we'll probably do that. Now, see, look at this here. See, we're already at 15 minutes, or about 15 minutes, and I'm only on, this is question 4, and I got 10 of these questions. See what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. I'm just real long with it. Number 4, do you collaborate with other YouTubers? I'll say yes and no. My daughter, Rabia Nikis, she has her own show. She actually had her show before I did, and she was the one who basically motivated me to have my own channel. You follow me? And I collab with her a little bit. Matter of fact, at the end of this month, she's going to come visit. We're going to do some stuff on our channel, and then we're going to do something on her channel, and then we're going to cross collab and stuff like that. That should be cool. And like Belser, let's see, I'm messing up, Belser, we collab as far as I retweet his tweets, he retweets all of my shows and stuff like that. So that's like a, you know, a embryonic type collab that we have that is not really official. But other than that, I don't collab with anybody just yet. I just feel that I'm just a little guppy in a large ocean or a large lake, and I'm not really ready or worthy to collab with these bigger people. But I wouldn't be, excuse me, I would not be, how would I say this? I would not be against collaborations, but right now I'm just not collaborating. Number 5. What YouTubers do you follow or recommend? Well, I wouldn't recommend nobody that I didn't follow, but it's a long list, and there's a couple that I listen to everything that they put out. Dr. Boyds Watkins is number 1. I listen to everything that he puts out. Now, there's some other people on his channel that I listen to. It's like a hit or miss type stuff. But when Dr. Boyds comes in and he puts out a lecture, a video, I try my best to watch it. Even if I can't watch the whole thing, I make sure I watch. So Dr. Boyds Watkins is one. TBA, the Black Authority, you know, the Black Channel. That everything. I mean, he hits you with left hook after left hook after left hook, then the right cross, then the jab. He just hits you. He's just very raw and very true. And it took me a while to sort of understand it, because I'm like, damn, you know, it seems like it's a negative type message that he's sending, but it's not. If you listen to the word, don't too much worry about how it's presented, but listen to the words. He speaks truth. Speaking of truth, Professor Black Truth, every essay that he's done, I've even gone back. Him. It's another one that Tariq Elite Live. I watch him. Phil from the Advice Show Media and Advice Show TV, them. Kyle Klinsky, I'm sorry if I butchered his last name, and Secular Talk, I watch him a lot. So those are the people, the YouTubers who I thought, Roberto Blake and Sean Cannell, you know, of Think Media TV. I watch both of them for all my tech information. So I would follow any of those that I just said. Number 6, do you recommend that we start a YouTube channel even though it seems that everyone else is? Yes, why not? My thing is this. Why did I choose to start a YouTube channel is because at that time I was 48. I was about to retire from the police agency, Orlando Police Department. I've been all over the world because I served in the military, in the Air Force for 6 years. I have a lot of knowledge. I'm an MBA, you know what I'm saying, in business administration from UCF. I have a vast amount of knowledge that I owe it to put out. And the thing is, before YouTube, and even when YouTube was running, people would come to me and want to talk, you know, and want to converse back and forth and analyze things. And we would talk for hours, men and women, about all subjects. So I was like, if you have something that you can put out positive to the world, if you're a mechanic, why not have a mechanic show? If you're a computer guru, if you're a relationship guru, if you're a therapist, if you're a gym rat, if you are an author, whatever you have that you can put out in a positive space, you can carve out a small space for you. Do it. So what? You know how many people? I'm not even talking about total people. You know how many black people have their own YouTube channel and do shows like I do? I don't even know the number. It's probably within the hundreds, if not the thousands, all over this world. There's billions of people in this world. But you get what you find your spot, you find your lane, and you run it, and you hold on to that lane. So yes, if you have something to offer, you need to. I say yes, go for it, and let me know. You know, I'll plug it here. You know, I'll subscribe to it. What do you think about vloggers, and who do you follow? I think vloggers is cool. You know, I'm too old to vlog. I am. It is what it is. I'm not going to sit around here and act like I'm 20 something odd years old. I know that if, let's just run it back 30, I couldn't even say 30 years. Yeah, 30 years. Let's say 30 years. I probably, and it was available. I probably would have, especially being in the military, you know, all over the world, stationed in, you know, in the Pacific for 3 years, and, you know, going all throughout the Orient and stuff like that. Yeah, I definitely would have vlogged. Now, I don't follow a bunch of vloggers. I just follow one, actually, and is John Hicks from hicksfilms.com. He's a young, you know, African-American, you know, male who is into BMX. You know, I watch him every day. You know, do I get down with everything that he does? No, I mean, he's young. He's 23. You know, he's younger than my daughter. You follow what I'm saying? You feel me? But I like vlogging. I don't follow Casey Neistat. Everybody follows Casey. I'm just not really impressed. I'm really not, you know, but I'm not shitting on the man. You know, shoot, 7 million subscribers. Really? You know, imagine the bread he pulling down. Give me a break. You know, but I don't follow him, but it's not because I don't like him. It's just that I'm just not interested. And, you know, I've watched a couple vlogs and I'm not really interested. So I think vlogging is cool. That's the answer. I think vlogging is cool. Number 8, what's next for your channel? Oh my goodness, a whole bunch of stuff that we can't really even get into right now. African American News Show is still on. It's still on deck. I'm trying to fit it in our space. I'm trying to make sure what the deal is. Maybe that might be the first show that I do when my daughter gets here and we do that. You know, maybe that might be something that we do. Who knows? But, you know, in the meantime, not really feeling of putting it up right now. But we have a lot of stuff coming on in the channel, and I'll do a separate video for that. Number 9, we heard you started another new company. How many companies do you have? I had to pick this. It's so funny. I actually have 3. You know, this is the 3rd company. This actually is a company here. You know, it's an LLC and stuff like that. I mean, we don't make a whole lot of money. I mean, anytime you're dealing with advertising dollars and stuff like that, but, you know, it takes a lot of my time and stuff like that. So this is a company. And then this is Dark Shadow Media Group. And then I have my security business, which basically runs itself. You know, it runs itself, and that's 1PPS. And then we just launched, my partner and I just launched on July 1st, just launched a photography and videography company, which I think I said the information last show. Maybe it was a Hump Day show, but it's called Behind the Lens Production, LLC. We just incorporated June 1st. We just opened our doors June 2nd. We do everything. We do photography, videography. We do aerial. We do, we're going to be doing underwater soon. Not yet, but soon. We do action shots. We do weddings, bar mitzvahs. We do graduation. We do prom pictures. Anything that you need to photograph. We'll photograph your baby. We'll photograph your dogs. You know what I'm saying? If the bread ready, we got it. But visit us at www.btlens with an S productions.com. That's btlens with an S productions.com. Our phone number is 407-245-7301. That's 407-245-7301. You can check us out. Give us a call on there. If you say that you're a subscriber for the Big Rich Live on the Mic radio show, a la Dark Shadow Media TV, we'll give you 10% off. That's 10% off of your first job that we do for you. So check us out as far as that. I mean, we have Instagram. We have Twitter, which is both the same, at BT Lens Pro. That's at BT Lens with an S Pro. So check us out. And I will double down on what Dr. Boyds said as far as having the wherewithal to start your own business. Okay, you need to have your own business. Even if you working, even if you punching the clock, at least have your own side hustle. Legal, preferably, but have your own side hustle. I mean, I'll put this out to put everything together. Now, again, before I say this, what I was going to say was to put everything this together was like $1,000 to get us started. But that's not really fair because I had all of the equipment. I mean, I have five cameras. I have, I think, 12 lenses, you know, all of that type of stuff. So we kind of had a jump start, but you got to think about it. If you have your own YouTube channel, you have your own camera. You follow what I'm saying? I mean, and I'm not saying go out and start your own photography company, but whatever you feel comfortable, whatever you can do. I don't care if it's juggling. Maybe you can be a juggling clown for, you know, some kids, you know, doing their birthday parties. Get you a second, third, and if not fourth side hustle. I will not rest until I have 4 continuous streams of steady income. Then I can rest. Okay, number 10. This is the last question. It says, what computer/laptop will you recommend for YouTube and rendering videos? Well, I'm not a techie person as far as like computers, like knowing the ins and outs of computers. I just don't know. So I really don't feel comfortable recommending anything because if it go wrong or don't work, I need to be like, hey, Big Rich said this, that, and the third. But what that did is that leads me into my studio setup, which I'll let you know what computers I have, and I love them. So maybe you can get them or something comparable, right? This is unsponsored, so everything that I bought, I paid for. Nobody sent me anything. This is not a sponsored video. I don't have any links, you know, to get this equipment. I will try to spell it out, and if I can, I'll put it in the descriptions below. I'm not gonna put any links in there. You got to find it yourself, but I will put the name and the model number and all that type of stuff in the description below, and you can check it out if you want. So I have 2 computers. I have a main computer, which is here, and I have my larger computer, which is over here. This one right here is a 23-inch Pavilion all-in-one. Is an i7 series. I like the all-in-ones because they take up less space. You know, I used to be the tower person, but then my dang on legs and everything is kicking me. You know, my knees is hurting and my toes are banging up against the tower. So to this, I have no tower. So that's what I got here. Over here, one of my, I would say this is 1A, that's 1B, is an i7 iMac. I just got that last year and I use that every day. Connected to each all-in-one on each computer is a Microsoft ergonomically correct Bluetooth keyboard, and then it has the mouse. I'll pick the mouse up so you can see that, right? That's over Microsoft. I love them. I love them. You know, it takes a little bit used to because this is how you're typing, and you're not typing like that. But when you type like that, just hold your hands. Just move your hands from like here, which is normal, to here. You can feel the pain in there. So I got that, right? I have a Behringer 8-channel mixer, which is right to my right here. I have everything going to that. I have 2 MXL 990 condenser mics. This is right here. That's one. And I think I've did this before, but I'm going to try it. And then that's 2, right? And as you can see, sometimes this is blurry because I know it's right in my face, but they're held by 2 Rode mic handles. The best. Yes, they cost a little bit more. You know, I think these cost me like $85 on eBay a piece. You know, when you can go in there, you can get a whole dang on setup with a condenser mic for $25 on the same eBay. But Rode is where it's at. Is where, so if you're going to, now again, if you don't have the bread, then get in where you can fit in. But if you got low bread, I would say these is it. Okay, this one here that you're looking at right here is a GH5, Lumex GH5. I did a tech talk show, what, 3 weeks ago, 4 weeks ago. And I said I went through me going from a camcorder all the way to this. This is the best camera I've ever had. Ever. Hands down, bar none. And I have 2 Canons. I had 3 Canons. I had a 60D, which I sold. I got a T5, a T5i. I got the Luminex GH5 here. And then I have a Lumex G7, which is right to my right, which I'm hoping to upgrade to a GH4. And before anybody asks me, well, why are you upgrading? It's just because now if you see within, the last 10, 15 minutes, it's just been on my face, because the G7 will only allow you to record 21 minutes at a time. Then it'll shut off, and then you got to hit it again. Well, why should I do that? I got the GH5 for it being water resistant and 4K and all that, but it's continuous, and the GH4 is that way also. So if I put the GH4 over there, then for the entire show is going back and forth. I know you guys said that you like it. I think it's cool. Here I have 2 Sony HD sound headphones. They're noise reducing, and here's the other one that I have here. I got those on clearance. I got those on eBay. To run the music, and sometimes when I used to do claps and stuff like that, I don't do them now. I should, but I think it's sort of stupid unless we'll get that up again, if I have somebody else in the studio, if we do the live call and stuff like that. But my old iPad 2, I have that hooked into one of the channels, and it runs in when I used to have music, when I used to play my own music. Like before, remember when I used to start, that I don't do that anymore, because most of the music that's on there, when you get from not even YouTube, but when you get from iTunes and stuff like that, it's copywritten. And even though I ain't making a whole lot of bread, I don't want nobody sitting over here trying to hit me with no copyright infringement bull crap. So that's why I stopped using that. And then on this computer that I said, the Pavilion, I have a WD Western Digital 9 terabyte hard drive, and then on the i7 on the iMac, I have a Seagate 8 terabyte. You want to get those, whatever computer you get, even if it's a laptop, you want to make sure that you get a hard drive so that you're not using up your space inside your computer and your laptop. It slows stuff down. Then you got to mess around and defrag it. So you always keep that. And what I do is I got 2. I have like a 2 terabyte small portable one hooked up to both of them. So if the computer crashes for one thing, and let's just say, God forbid, the 9 or the 8 terabyte one freezes or it just corrupts, I have it, the main ones, I have those on the small one. So that's pretty much, oh, wait. I'm sorry. There's something I was about to say. That's pretty much all my equipment. What is actually pretty much all my equipment. But now you might want to know what I use to work. Now, the first thing, I record my audio within the computer through these mics. I don't like the audio through the cameras, even though I just bought a Allure. I think it's Allure, which I'll show you. It's just an awesome mic. Awesome. It's quite expensive, but it's awesome. And it allows you to record your voice directly into a mini ScanDisk card, and it never goes through the quote unquote equalizer within the camera. So it sounds pretty good. Not as good as this, obviously, because this is boosted by stereo. But what I use is WavePad Sound Editor Master Edition. I pay for it because I just don't like mess around with free stuff, because a lot of times when you have free stuff, you can either, you can only use it 5 times, you can only record this long, you got to deal with ads and pop-ups and all that bullshit. So I paid for it. I think I paid like $24 for it. Ain't no big deal. And the program that I used to use, it was Pinnacle Studios 20. Now, I've been with Pinnacle Studios since it was like 14. So it's 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. I loved it. Now, I paid anywhere between $89 and $105, something around that for each edition. But for some reason, they would crash. You know what I'm saying? Somewhere through some time during the process, it would crash. 20 really bothered me, especially on this computer right here, is I would render one video. Because remember, I told you I record my audio from a different source. So then I have to then sync in post, which is within Pinnacle Studios. And right towards the end, the sound would go out. So if I have to render another video right after that, now I have to restart my whole computer because all of the audio files, when you bring them down to work on them, when you bring them down to your timeline, they're all blank. So you might say, well, Rich, what's the big deal? Correct. If you're using that bullshit audio from a camera, it's not a problem. It's not a problem because you know the audio's there. But I love this audio, so you have to lock it together. And what you guys don't see, because I cut it off, is before I even start everything. Every time I start, before I even speak, I either clap my hand or I got this here, which is sort of cool, you know, and I hit and I do that there. And what that does is, excuse me, what that does is that allows me to look at all of the audio files and sync them because it's one big jagged line like this. And then I sync them all together and then I cut off the excess. And voila, that's how you get the lip sync. That's why I don't sound like, you know, you know what I'm saying? It sounds like you actually doing something. You know, it sounds like it's all one piece. So then I know that Premiere Pro CC is like the hottest thing going for PC users, and a lot of Mac users use that. But then Mac has Final Cut Pro 10, which is exclusively for Mac, which I have both of them. But it's just, you know, you comfortable. You know, like my mama used to say, God rest her soul, you comfortable. When you comfortable with something, and I've been comfortable with Pinnacle Studios, so I've been using that. But I'm just tired of resetting it. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to sit my behind down. Excuse me. I'm going to sit my behind down, and I'm going to go to YouTube, and I'm going to learn how to use Premiere Pro. It took me like 2 days to get pretty semi-comfortable enough to render videos in like the last 2 videos. The Hump Day Show and yes, it's right. It's the Hump Day Show and the What's the Real Deal show yesterday. Those were both rendered in Premiere Pro, and I will be using Premiere Pro from now on. That's just it. Now, I still got Final Cut Pro. It's going to come a time where, you know, 'cause my daughter's been pushing me to it. She uses iMovie. It's going to come a time where I sit down because I already have the program. You know, it was free when I bought the computer. So I'll sit down, I'll YouTube that and take some tutorials and learn how to use that. But right now, that's what I'm using, Premiere Pro. It's $19 a month, you know, instead of buying, like, I think you can buy it for like $400, $500, something like that, between $500 and $600, something like that. Or you can do, you know, the monthly subscription. Plus, there's some other skullduggery things, which we won't be putting out on this channel. But that's it. This is what, almost 40 minutes long. I did 10 of your questions. I hope I answered them to the best of my, well, I know I answered them to the best of my ability, but I hope that I answered them to your satisfaction. I want to wish you guys a safe and wonderful rest of your weekend. I think we're going to see The Mummy tonight. So if that's the case, that will be my review. My review will be up on Monday afternoon at noon, high noon. And then we'll see you on Wednesday for the Hump Day Show for the Big Rich Live on the Mic radio show here on YouTube. See, that's what I'm saying. You know, you just get old to be like, huh? Anyway, so be safe. In the meantime, between time, stay safe, stay blessed, stay woke. I don't know what the hell wrong with me today. Peace. And I'm out of here.